Hey everybody, we're back at it at the Santel channel today. We're going to be talking about some of the top 10 best fragrances in the world. So let's jump into it, guys. Now, why do I say such a bold claim like that? Best fragrances in the world? What is this guy talking about? What I'm talking about is some of the highest quality fragrances in the world, some of the fragrances that are the most versatile in the world. Creed fragrances are very well known for that. They're very versatile in almost any situation. They all have a unique character about them, and that's what's so wonderful. Now, before I start this list, Creed does have a signature DNA. Dior has their own DNA. If you smell one of them, you can kind of tell it's a Dior, Guerlain, Givenchy. A lot of the high-end, even designers kind of, have that approach. And don't get me wrong, not all niche fragrances do that. So, but Creed does. And that base is classic French perfumery, and I think some of the best. Where you have some high-quality florals with a bit of lavender, and somehow they made it work with a mix of ambergris. Now that ambergris comes off slightly salty, slightly musky, but it's a very high quality ambergris. It's a very clean ambergris. Now that ambergris helps bring up the fragrance even more, lifts it up. And that's what makes these fragrances, almost all of them in a way, seem fresh. So that's one reason I think Creeds are so popular. They're not obnoxiously loud in their projection and their character, and they all have a good freshness to them, or kind of like a light quality. So guys, let's jump into it. Guys, this is Bois de Portugal. This is one of the best ones. This one is simply magic in a bottle, guys. It starts off with lemon verbena, which is a very high quality lemon that has depth in it, almost like lemon juice and lemon peel. It has the backbone of vetiver. It has a little bit of greenness. It simply smells like money, guy. It smells like a very mature man, maybe a gentleman who's very well put together and who has money. So if you're a gentleman, an older fellow, very well to do, has a bounce in his step, it's going to do you very well. And amazingly enough, that if you're the kind of guy who can pull it off, this is a killer fragrance. If you're trying to pull the ladies, I don't know why, but this does it for ladies. If you're the right kind of guy. So this is Bois de Portugal. Great Creed fragrance. Great. Can't talk about enough good about that one either. So guys, this is a Rolfa. Number 9 on the list. Now guys, this one's a little bit lower on the list because this one is overshadowed by some of the others, I think. This one is one of the more fresh ones. It has that classic base, and it seems to kind of have a lot of that base, where it's playing off that fruity floral, almost, but it's definitely more unisex. It's fresh, playful, lavender. It has the lemon, of course. I think this is one that's more casual. So if you wanted a Creed fragrance that's great for casual wear in any situation, it's especially great for the summer, maybe even the spring. A Rolfa is quite a good fragrance too. So that's how I'd put my nose on it. That's how I'd approach this fragrance. It's classic French perfumery, but with a casual touch. So that's a Rolfa. Now, guys, I don't have these in any particular order, honestly. I just have these as the top 10, and you can kind of pick which one you like, and I'll give my feedback here and there about which ones I think are particularly good. And this is one of them. This is Creed's Aventis. Now, everybody knows it. Everybody talks about it. Some people say it's the king of niche fragrances, or the king of all fragrances. What you get in this fragrance, especially after 2015 batches, is a pineapple opening, high quality, fresh, uplifting, not very much smoke to speak of at all. You get a little bit of backbone of oak moss, the uplifting, salty, slightly musky ambergris, very classy, kind of citrusy, again with that fruity pineapple, and kind of just a classic, kind of fancy, but I think it's a little bit of a laid-back fragrance as well. But again, this is a fragrance that men love with good reason. Ladies do like it too, and it's a great fragrance, guys. This is one of the fragrances that you don't notice on you after a couple hours. My nose seems to go nosmic to it. I can't really smell it anymore, but people do smell it off of me, and man, does this leave a beautiful impression, and it is a beautiful smell. If you've been reluctant to try it out, you can get decants, you can get a sample, and see what you think of it. See if you think it's worth the big bucks, even with all the clones. And if you guys would like a review about, you know, all the Aventis clones, I can put that on for you. I think I'll do that next time. So this is Aventis by Tweed. Amazing stuff. I know you've heard about it, so I'm not going to say anything else. So guys, here's another little decant for you. This is Tweed's Selection Vert. So guys, this is almost like Guerlain's Vetiver, but I think is a little bit more playful and a little bit more fresh. This, of course, is going to have vetiver in it. The vetiver, again, is light. The DNA is light and fresh. A little bit of lavender, a little bit of florals, a little bit of sourness. Simply classy, but I think is more casual than the Bois de Portugal. The Bois de Portugal seems to have a little bit of a sweetness and a little bit more green. I think this one is a little bit more of an aromatic with a little bit of that green and a little bit of that vetiver. So if you wanted more of an aromatic and you didn't like perhaps the green and maybe the intensity that Bois de Portugal can have, Selection Vert is amazing juice, guys. This is great, and I think a lot of people who love green Irish Tweed should try this one out. See what you think of it, because this is more casual and a little bit more playful. So if you're going to be close, you know, really close to people, I'd recommend this one. This is really good stuff. So guys, let's jump into it. Let's talk about the good green Irish Tweed. Green Irish Tweed is a classic. It might be one of their top sellers. I think it battles with Aventis for #1 spot, most popular, with good reason. This stuff smells very green, but it's not a dense green. It's not old by any means. It's uplifting. It's fresh. It smells kind of like you're walking through a valley. Simply beautiful stuff. It's kind of hard to put into words how beautiful this is. It has that aromatic, kind of French DNA again, but it has a little bit of that greenness. That's a very light green, very playful, almost a grassy green. So very playful for a green fragrance. Very fresh, almost aromatic. I don't know of anything that's been able to get close. I know you can find green aromatic fragrances here and there. Sometimes they come off a little bit sparkling, sometimes they come off a little bit sharp. This one is just smooth as it can be, guys. It's high quality stuff, so if you haven't been convinced of it yet, green Irish Tweed, great stuff. Now guys, let's jump to Himalaya. Now Himalaya is a very good fragrance, but it is a little bit unique. It kind of has a little bit of a transition in it that's quite interesting. In the beginning, it seems a little bit more floral. As it dries down, it seems to have a little bit of almost like a rocky nature to it, almost like the smell of stones. But it's, of course, it's fresh, it's playful, it has the ambergris and the lavender, of course. Himalaya comes off, I think, somewhere in the middle of classy and fancy. But this one definitely isn't green like the other ones we just talked about. This one is more on the floral side. It's more on the citrusy side. So Himalaya is really good juice, guys. Really special stuff. And I'd recommend you sample it. I don't know if I'd recommend you blind buying a lot of this. So, and that's with any of these. Please sample them. Please go to a boutique. If you feel brave, you can blind buy it if you'd like. So that's Himalaya. So guys, I hope I seem excited. I truly mean to be. This is truly good stuff. This is Neroli Sauvage. This might be my favorite creed of all time, guys. This is Neroli is a note, a plant. It smells very light, but it smells citrusy and it almost smells soapy. It's what helps give Versace Pour Homme some of its character. I love Neroli. I'm a sucker for it, and this fragrance is a classic. It doesn't last very long, but it's beautiful when it does. And guys, it just has a clean, citrusy, lemony, almost linen type smell. So if you were to open your dryer with your fresh clothes, and you smell the highest quality kind of lemon smell that could come off clothes, you know, this is it. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff. I think if you're going to be around people, close to people, for an event during the summer, this would work beautifully. If you're going to a picnic, this is great. I think this is a little bit on the casual side, but I think creeds, I think all of them kind of have an understated elegance. Some of them, like the Bois de Portugal, are extremely classy though. So I think this is a classy, fresh fragrance. High quality, clean, slightly soapy, Creed DNA. So that's Neroli Sauvage. So guys, this is one of the most interesting fragrances of them all. Of Creed especially. This is Tabaro. So Tabaro, I think, kind of gets some mixed feelings. Some people say it's a tobacco fragrance and they leave it at that. Some people say it's a citrus fragrance and they kind of leave it at that. It's a fragrance it's a fusion. If you can imagine a citrus fragrance, it has tobacco, a light, airy tobacco. Somehow Creed was able to pull it off. I think it's harmonious. I think it's smooth. I think it's very high quality. Tabaro is light and playful, slightly citrusy, and has a very airy tobacco. That airy tobacco is something special, and I really like it. A lot of fragrances use it. I don't know how you are able to pull off that feel or that note, but they pulled off some magic, guys, in this one. It does smell a little bit more gentlemanly, a little bit more fancy, but Tabaro is beautiful, beautiful juice. This would be great in the fall. I especially feel that this is a great fragrance for the transition period between the summer and the fall. So guys, this is a great fragrance. This is one of my favorite creeds. So if you haven't been able to smell this, I'd give it a try. For you guys who love spice and wood, that one is not on this list. I think this one outshines it. Spice and wood lasts longer and projects better. And it's a little bit more classy and aromatic. This one is more citrusy, so I think it's more versatile. But that's just my opinion. Get your nose on it, guys. Interesting stuff, good stuff, and I'd recommend it. That's Tabaro. Now, guys, this is original Santel. Don't crucify me, guys. This is my least favorite. Now let me explain. This fragrance has the classic floral, citrusy, lavender feel. It really does. It has the DNA. But original Santel, its amber is a very light amber, very playful amber. It has spiciness a little bit, but it's very kind of understated. It almost gives you the feel of like a tea fragrance. It really does. For some reason, this reminds me of a sauna. It reminds me of an odd or old sauna for some reason. and it just has some kind of weird nostalgia for me. And but that's just me personally. This fragrance is lovely. It's fresh. It has a very light amber, a very playful amber, and it has a little bit of that spiciness that just reinforces it. It's very smooth. Of course, it's compared to Mont Blanc Individual, but this one, of course, has a little bit of that citrus and is definitely higher quality. So guys, if you've been liking Mont Blanc Individual and you wanted, you know, the higher quality juice, if you've been saving up, this fragrance is really good. I personally think this could last longer and project better, but that's just my opinion. But guys, again, get your nose on it. Let me know what you think. This is great stuff. Now guys, the final one, Philistine Imperial. Philistine Imperial is beautiful, beautiful stuff. It smells like a fruit cocktail. So it smells like a little bit of like muted like fruits, but not too much. Just fresh fruits, all kinds of fruits mixed together. Very light and playful. Definitely still unisex. This one is one of the ones I definitely think doesn't lean either way. Some of them lean slightly masculine, but this one truly can be pulled off by both genders. So ladies, if you've been wanting a really high quality aromatic, I think this is the best one for you, or one of the best. So it has the fruit cocktail kind of going on. It has a little bit of melon, like a cantaloupe. It has, or a honeydew. It has a little bit of playfulness to it, a little bit of sweetness, and a little bit of sour. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff, guys. It's very high quality, and it has a unique feel to it. So, very unique, very playful, very special fragrance, guys. That's Philistine Imperial. Now, guys, I appreciate you sticking through to the end with me. Creed makes some beautiful fragrances, very high quality stuff. I consider it a privilege to even be able to smell all these and have these here. Guys, I know we talk about Creed prices, and sometimes it's hard to defend that. But if you have the money and you want a unique or signature fragrance, something special, that's light and playful, I think that Creed usually is able to pull it off. Smell these, see which ones fit your collection. Let me know which ones spoke to you, which ones you might want to buy, because they're simply beautiful, simply elegant. I think an understated elegance a lot of the time. And guys, let me know what niche fragrances you like. Let me know if you like designers fragrances or niche fragrances better. I can review both. I think this was a really fun review. I think it was really fun to get into all these fragrances, talk about them, share our opinions. So, thank you. I hope the weather wasn't disturbing. Honestly, I'm not even going to put a music track in this video. Y'all, that was real thunder. If y'all haven't heard any before, that was the power of southern weather. That was powerful stuff, and that's one reason I was a little bit distracted in this video. So please forgive me. Again, guys, thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your support. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you're going to be rocking this fall or this year. Let me know, you know, what's your favorite Creed fragrance. Let me know which one you're looking forward to smelling or buying, and let me know maybe which one you think is the most underappreciated, which one deserves a little bit more respect. So this has been the Scentatar channel, part people, part fragrance, and again, thank you guys. Until next time, peace out.